From the Bolt Bros, Kyle is out in Vegas right now, so haven't heard anything from him. But we're in LA right now for the game this weekend, Week 7 versus the Colts. Big game, big game.
It's going to be huge.
Can't wait for this one, guys. So we will be at the game at SoFi. We'll be there at Thunder Alley, Electric Avenue, all that stuff. It's going to be a great time all around. But going to go through the show real quick, just talk about kind of hyping up the game all around, what's happening at the game. How are the matchups looking like for against the Colts? How our defense is going to be able to help the offense? All these different things. So, well, let's just go ahead and get into it, guys.
Bolt
Bros. Let's go.
It's Herbert here, man. You watching the Bolt Bros podcast. Stay tuned.
Charter blue dreams, stadium lights gleam. Bolt Bros on the beat, lead stream. Chargers rocking speeds, Sonic Supreme. From the podcast to the field, we're a team. Charged up, Bolt Bros on the night. LA Thunder in electric delight. Bolts in the battle, sparking bright. Charged up, ride the lightning, feel the fright.
Yo,
all right,
let's get it, guys. I know it's a little bit of an earlier show for us today, but hey, we're in LA. We want to goof off. We want to have some good time while we're out here too. So excited to basically be with you guys today. Can't wait for the game tomorrow. It's going to be a great time, always at SoFi.
Exactly. And let us know if you can hear us okay, because again, remote situation. We want to make sure we sound okay, and you know, because what we say is important. You know, as you guys know, you know, we're dropping wisdoms on you guys. Again, smash that like button if you guys are new here. If you're new here, put a little comment in down below in the chat as well too. Obviously, happy to see anybody new here. So
that's right, Alex. Let's go 5-0 in basically it'd be 4-0 in the AFC.
Yeah,
we won because we lost 2 to the NFC.
Yeah,
and we won 3 against the AFC. So yes, so it'd be 4-0 against the AFC if we make that happen tomorrow. And once again, we're going to be looking at these beautiful jerseys. Actually, the Savannah Bananas of Los Angeles Chargers or something, or whatever you want to call it.
Yeah, who likes them though? Put a comment in the below if you like these jerseys. I'm indifferent, I guess. I guess Derwin James loves them. I don't know. What do you guys think? You know,
got my Charger Power shirt on right now. We good? We good?
Okay. Well, I'll say this: it's definitely better than the stupid Cardinals. Oh, theirs were horrible. They look like a tortilla, dude.
Yeah, that's what they call it, the tortilla jersey.
Yeah,
that's the NFL Rivals jersey. This isn't the Rivals jersey for the Chargers.
Oh, that's a good point. That was a Rivals
jersey.
This
is just more of an alternate jersey. So this basically replaced the Royal jersey.
Yeah,
with this jersey.
The Royal was okay. Anyways, so just what's your thoughts? Leave a comment down below. Oh, here we go. Aaron says, "Love them,
love them."
Really? I mean, it looks cool with the white shoes with the white helmet. Again, I'm a little weird. Like, I don't like white helmet, blue, white. I don't know. It just seems a little strange. I kind of like things to flow a little more.
Yeah. Sometimes I think like when you wear like, say, a yellow shirt, yellow pants, not many people wear a whole heck of a lot of yellow pants, by the way. But when you kind of have like that whole like top to bottom one color type thing, it kind of throws me off. Like if somebody wears brown, now I think you look like a stick or something like that. You know, a lot of yellow like this, you instantly go to the whole, banana kind of idea too. But yeah, maybe golden era. That's probably the best way to put it, because they call it sunshine gold. And because this is a lot of it's based upon like the 80s type of era of the Chargers. So I'm okay with it. I mean, it's kind of growing on me a little bit. Maybe it'll grow on me more if we win the game this weekend too, because we haven't done well in some other jersey colorways. So if we could start 1-0 in the Chargers or Sunshine Gold, I'm in.
Sunshine Gold. You can't say yellow. You can't say yellow. No, it ain't no banana.
Yeah.
It looks like a banana, but you can't. It's gold. We're gold bars walking up and down that field, dude. So.
And by the way, Derek and Brandon, we will be at the game. If you're at the game, say what's up to us, guys. Well, we're trying to get there pretty early tomorrow.
Yeah.
To be at Thunder Alley, Electric Avenue, all that kind of stuff. We did it last time for the home opener, and it was awesome to be there way earlier, because I swear every other time we're always like racing to get there. And
so we're going to be there early, guys. So definitely if you see us, come say hi to us for sure too. So don't know if Kyle's coming. Not quite sure.
Unsure yet.
He's in Vegas with his better half.
Yep.
But yeah, actually, this is pretty cool. The design. By the way, I love this logo right here.
Yeah, that's the old Los Angeles
Love that
Chargers
logo.
logo.
Yeah.
And I swear they should integrate that more into Chargers like
Mhm.
apparel. I'm stoked that they actually did that on the field. Chargers even released a video of them doing all the painting on the field, which I'm still trying to figure out how do they rip that paint off, because artificial grass is not easy to take things off.
It must come off easily. Maybe there's, I don't know, man. Like, if anybody knows how they do it, you let us know. But I was thinking the same thing, because like they spray it on, and I'm like, man, like, how do they get that off for the next team to show up? Because they just spray it, unless it dissipates over time. I don't know.
Maybe it's a really more water based than anything.
Maybe
so
that's something
water based.
Maybe that's worth a Google. We're checking out on Amazon.
Google it. Google it.
Yeah. So, anyways, good to see you guys. And by the way, guys, thank you for cheering us on during the AFC West podcast as well too. I noticed a lot of you guys were on that as well. Again, the Charger fans, we got to come out. Actually, that channel's doing really well. We saw that they're up to 4,000 subs now. So, we try to make it fun. I know James and I put a lot of effort into it. The other guys, not so much.
Not so much.
Because they're busters, dude. They cheer for stupid teams. You know that. Come on now.
I did try to convert them to Charger fans on there, and he's like, "Well, if we did that, this podcast wouldn't be a part, or
it wouldn't happen.
So,
wouldn't happen.
It's super funny. But this is the division chances, which is crazy to think about. So the Chargers basically, finding a way to beat the Miami Dolphins. Oh no, excuse me. We are 4-0 in the AFC. Dude, I'm sorry, man. I've been so thrown off with the last two losses and then that last win. So, yes, we would be 5-0. My apologies, guys, if we do beat the Colts this weekend. But it's crazy how it looks and how tight the division has gotten now with the AFC West division leaders. And now we're actually second to last, which is crazy to look at now, where we were a point at like 58, 60%. It's a three-headed monster at this point with three teams.
Yeah, and I picked at the AFC West podcast, I go Chargers, Chiefs, Broncos. That's kind of hilarious. Now it's Broncos, Chiefs, Chargers. So I'm like, it's going to come down to the wire. Every game is going to matter for sure. So it's going to be interesting.
I mean, ultimately, yes, you want to win the division. You want to get a chance to get a home game and everything too. But the big part of it is get to the playoffs. Get a ticket to the playoffs and let it make it happen from that point. So
see, we need Kyle here for his sound effects.
I know he's got a soundboard over there. Well, I don't even know if he'll even have it at Vegas too, but
yeah, he probably won't for sure. So no, some exciting matchups here as well too. I'm kind of excited to see what's going to happen. But again, I guess this is the coverage. Vegas and Kansas City. Yeah, that's a big part of the country right there.
Yeah, kind of crazy that they're presenting that as a bigger part of the
that's
national broadcast, but I know that with, maybe Vegas and Kansas City. I mean, Kansas City being Kansas City, everybody loves to basically see them, I guess. I mean, they have Jim Nantz, Tony Romo, which is considered the premium CBS duo. Yeah. If you want to say. And then we get Ian Eagle and JJ Watt, but we're the late game too. So Kansas City, the earlier game, or am I wrong on that?
Yeah, it's kind of, unless they flexed it.
Maybe they flexed it to early morning or something. That seems a little strange that they did that. But no, it's a 10 a.m. game tomorrow for them. So, so basically the afternoon game is essentially in the blue, which is where the Chargers are going to be played at. So if you're in the blue, you could watch the game on CBS locally. If not, you could go to any of the viewing parties. If you're outside of that area, there's obviously Bolt Pride and all these different groups that you could go out to, Die Hard Bolt Club, that you could generally find some way to watch the game. So excited about it.
It's gonna be good. I mean, it's gonna be good. Adam Stank pissed. Oh man.
Yeah, Adam Stank
picked us. That sucks.
In the NFL game preview picks. But look, it's very, very 50-50 in a way. Like, people don't really know where this game's gonna lie. It's going to be, in my opinion. I mean, if you even look at the line, I think it's 1.5 right now. So it's going to be a very, very close game for either team on this one. So I'm excited to basically see how this game goes, because these are two very, very tough team guys.
Yeah, it is. Well, and we'll talk more about that as well too. I think probably a good time for us to talk about our sponsor. What do you guys think?
Maybe a little. I guess if you want to just do that now, I suppose.
Yeah, let's do it. And then
and Pablo, yes, we got some guys coming back too. Josh Harris looks like he's going to be coming back too. Obviously Denzel Perryman, I think, has had a couple different long practices already too. So there's potential And we'll talk about it here about Khalil Mack here in a bit.
Yeah. So the NFL season is here, which means you now have a chance to win 100x your cash. Guys, who doesn't want more cash? A day to see fantasy football. Football has never been more exciting than it is now, with players like CJ Stroud, Patrick Mahomes, Lamar Jackson, Justin Herbert. Pick your stats for these stars like touchdowns, passing yards, receiving yards, fantasy points, and more. Up to 100x payout. Yo.
Big money.
Big money. Let's go. Let's go.
Big money.
Payout on Sleeper. Get your picks right, and you could win big. Use code or promo code BROS.
Bolt Bros.
Bolt Bros. And you'll get up to $100 match your first deposit. Terms and conditions apply. See Sleeper's terms and use for details. Currently operational over 25 states. So check it out. Obviously operational here in California. So
yeah, absolutely. And also with $100 deposit match up to $100, you also just sign up today and you get $20 instantly.
Yeah,
just for signing up, which is great. So appreciate you, Sleeper, presenting and helping us out on the podcast. And once again, shout out to Hog Media.
Yeah, Hog Media has been great for us as well too. So and this is a great point, Tay. They haven't played many tough teams.
Yep.
I agree. Like, a lot of people. My biggest argument is that the only team they played that's even remotely tough is the Broncos.
Yep.
And they scored a lot, right? So it's a little bit. So I think that's why a lot of people are a little bit sus with them as well. Now,
Sure.
Whether that's true or not, we'll see. I mean, and again, the Chargers. We'll talk about the injuries, but we'll see if we have our full team back. I think it's going to matter.
I mean, I'll say that they played the Rams, and the Rams basically did beat them in SoFi now. So
yeah,
the thing is, though, it's crazy that was only a couple of weeks ago that the Colts came out there, albeit they did have that fumble before the touchdown that the wide receiver dropped the ball and then kicked the ball in the end zone, which basically negated that whole entire touchdown, which was a crazy situation.
Yeah, that was
could have won the game. They did not win that game.
Yeah.
So what I'm saying is that they had the ability to basically beat the Rams in SoFi, but they end up blowing it.
Yeah.
And we'll see what happens round 2 for them at SoFi. I think the Chargers have some opportunity in this one. We'll see where it ends up lying with them at this point, because Chargers got a lot of issues on their side, to the point here with the injury report. So,
yeah, let's take a look at this. This is going to be interesting.
let's push it over that side.
Here, I'll go this way. Oh,
No,
that don't work.
Go right there.
There we go. That side. There we go. We'll switch it on that side. Yeah, it's interesting how different this is with just one camera.
Yeah,
we're used to having
different.
three different cameras. So yeah, but let's just take a look at this, guys. What are your first ones that started jump out for you, there, James?
The whole thing, Joe Alt, he did come back to practice this week. I was like, holy smokes, great to see him out there, but he only had 2 limited practices.
Yeah.
Remember, you got to remember. You got to remember.
You got to remember.
So remember, we do have a Thursday night game coming up
at
SoFi after this game.
Yeah.
So a very short week going into another game. My assumption is they're going to try to push Joe Alt to see if he can get into that game. If he can't, cool. We'll give him more time to rest, and he'll be ready to go basically the game after that. So
yeah, because the Vikings will be a big game as well, too, of course.
Bozeman being back, which was a lot of talk of the town, essentially, because they thought, oh, man, Andre James is getting snaps with the first team. What's going on there kind of thing? He had some sort of illness, which is weird. I feel like people have been having illnesses for some weird reason. Yeah. But Darius Davis looks like he'll be back.
Let me talk about Bozeman for a second. Mm-hmm. So, Dan, if you listen to the Greg Roman, was it yesterday or the day before? Daniel Popper just kept picking on Bozeman.
Yeah.
He's like, he gave up more pressures than any center in the NFL. And he just kept pressing Greg Roman, like, hey, man, like, dude, is he still your boy?
Yeah,
what's the deal here? What's going on, And he's like, yeah, well, that's PFF scores and whatever. That's not my ratings and yada, yada. And I'm like, geez, but he's giving up pressures like crazy. So that, I mean, it's not good. It's not a good situation.
Well, I mean, in to the point of the PFF subject, I mean, a lot of people are jumping all over him right now. JJ Watt was very open on the Pat McAfee show talking about how PFF is a bunch of crap, because when JJ Watt was playing, he was scoring at 100. So they had to rescore things and basically make it not seem like a guy could be absolutely perfect. And there was a PFF score ranking of TJ Watt versus the edge guy at the Browns that signed the big contract.
Oh, yeah. Childish Gambino.
Yeah, Childish Gambino.
Miles Garrett.
Miles Garrett.
He looks like Childish Gambino.
Yeah. So Miles Garrett only did like a couple little things where it was like a half sack and like 2 quarterback pressures. Had a higher ranking than TJ Watt, where he had like 2 sacks, forced fumble, blah, 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 blah. It like, so going back to that point, why I'm saying that PFF is a very subjective type of metric to rank people. And it's a little skewed at some points too. So, Greg Roman maybe he's seeing something different. Fans are seeing a lot that were like, dude, he's just allowing a lot of pressures and we can't allow that anymore. And he's ranked as one of the worst centers in the league right now. So crazy situation. Sorry about the tangent, but that's a very interesting subject right now. And everybody has their own opinion on it.
It's interesting. Elijah Molden, a thumb. I know, by the way, Derwin James is hurt. There's something going on with his wrist for sure. Jim Harbaugh talked about it briefly, but it was like, we'll get it looked at or whatever. That's kind of all he said.
And he still got a pick at the end of the game, so it's not like probably hurting him as much. I think it was something to do with the game during the Broncos that he kind of tweaked his wrist.
Yeah. And apparently he went up to Mekhi Becton and was like, hey man, we need you for the whole game. Yeah. Like, I know you got a hurt finger or whatever, but we need you
out there.
And like, do what you can, because there comes a point where they're all playing through injuries. Like nobody out there is healthy 100%.
No,
so
I don't know.
It's going to be big.
Well, we'll go back to Deion Henley. How he blew out his shoulders is, I can't remember which one it was, but he basically jacked up his shoulder last year and still played on it. He's like, look, I'm going out there to play with my boys. Yeah. Like, I'm going to make it happen. Interesting thing, just to go and segue to the talk of the town too, of Khalil Mack basically being back, 3 limited practices, questionable. They are saying they have 24 hours till they're going to say if they're going to activate him or not. Yeah. So we'll see what happens. So, but even Khalil Mack talked about it. He said, hey man, I'd much rather be out on the field with my boys than have stupid headset on the sideline. Yep. I'm a competitor. I want to be out there. Yep. And so I'm not saying he's going to start this week, but at the same side, we'll see what happens. He says he feels good enough to go out there, but bottom line, he wants to be out there. He's a competitor. And going to the point of what you brought up about Mekhi Becton, when another player has to say, hey man, go out there and make things happen. You're not going to be 100%. We're all not 100%. Yeah. Go out there and make things happen for us and be out on the field. Kind of makes me a little uneasy about who Mekhi Becton is as a competitor. So, yeah, you got to wonder. Yeah, and that's the part that you get a little bit, you start questioning. By the way, Jamari Sawyer, I'm wondering if he'll take right tackle. I would think he would if Mekhi's out there, which Mekhi should be out there for sure. Yeah. Because if he's available, I would think he would take that spot. Yep, I would hope so. I mean, I want to be able to see some stability to this line. I mean, holy smokes, this is the amount of shuffling that we've had in this O-line is insane. But it's crazy. Trey Pipkins is out on this one too. Now, remember, Denzel Perryman has now had 3 full practices, even had full practices last week. We thought he was going to get activated off the IR. I assume it's going to be this week. I think that's going to be huge for the run game defense to have Denzel Perryman back there, because he's very much that Swiss Army knife kind of guy. Cuts through the O-line, diagnoses the run game extremely well, pursues the running back very well, which is absolutely needed against Jonathan Taylor too. Yeah, big time. Yeah, we need all the run stoppers out there as well too. Interesting enough, Josh Downs is out, which is kind of interesting as well too. And then Ashton Doolin. Ashton Doolin. Yeah, I don't know him that well, but Josh Downs, I liked him quite a bit as well too. So big thing too, Zaire Franklin got torched last game. Oh, really? He's been picked on quite a bit. Matchups wise, one of the guys you want to go after too. Charvarius Ward is out, which is big because he's one of the better cornerbacks on this team for the Colts. We've been decimated with injuries on the offensive line. They've been decimated on the cornerback room. So their cornerback room has been eaten up. I mean, I looked at it just recently with their cornerbacks. They currently have, one guy, ACL, Wally, he's gone. You got Jay Jones is another guy, hamstring, gone. Kenny Moore has been listed questionable. Yep. Charvarius Ward, they have basically tried to figure something out with that cornerback room, and it has not been an easy situation for them too. So yeah, and I think that's so we should be able to score. The question is, can we stop their offense? That's going to be the big question. And again, I think that's why Khalil Mack will be great. And a big Odafe Owe is going to be huge for us, man, for sure. So
I think that's big. And again, Khalil Mack, let's just look at here, dude. Looky here, dude. Big Mac coming back.
Big Mac coming back, man.
Hey, Big Mac coming back. What's up?
He's got that big old brace on his left arm too. And so, and ultimately, like what he talked about is like, hey, look, I just need to get this arm stronger. And that's all it is. And he was talked about his whole method. It's a 24-hour program, essentially, he was on. Yeah, I mean, he was definitely getting a whole heck of a lot of work. And I think the strength and conditioning team, or at least the individual, was Sal over there that was actually handling a lot of it for him. And he gave him a big shout out, like, hey, shout out to my boy Sal. It's Sal from Impractical Jokers.
Impractical, right? Yeah. I love me some Sal.
But it's going to be interesting to see if he could get activated. I mean, once again, going back to the conversation, he's a competitor. He wants to be out there. He doesn't want to be Coach Mac on the sidelines.
Yep. I agree. Yeah, Odafe Owe will be great. But think about that. If you get Khalil Mack, Odafe Owe, and Thule, and again, Khalil Mack's not going to have a ton of snaps.
Yep.
But Jesse Minter did mention that he's probably going to use more Odafe Owe this week as well. They kind of rotated him in slowly, hey man, they don't want to overwork him at this point. So everyone calls him Big O, by the way, just so you guys know.
Yep, Big O tires.
Yeah.
That's it's going to be interesting to see how that pans out. And if he does get activated, we'll probably know possibly this afternoon-ish. That's going to happen. But yeah, Francisco, that's been my point. Owe, Thule, and Mac on the field at the same time. Go back to the Thule, Mac, Bosa. That was 25% sack rate when they were all three on the field. Owe, to me, looks awesome around the edge. The dude has got speed. He's got pursuit speed. He could diagnose plays extremely well. I mean, it was cool to see like one of his first snaps against the Dolphins, he gets a sack immediately, impact immediately. And you got to love like a trade like that so far, man. It's awesome to see.
Well, and remember too, like he's really he was there to set the edge for the Ravens. He wasn't really a guy that was going to pressure the quarterback a whole lot, and that was one thing it frustrated him. I remember reading an article about it, and he's like, yeah, I'm just excited because look, I can go do more things here. They really just wanted him to do one thing, kind of be a one-trick pony. So it's pretty exciting to see that, for sure. So I like that a lot. Now we got Joe Alt working out right here too. Again, it's an ankle. Is it the right ankle?
It's the right ankle.
Yeah, that's what I thought. I thought it was the right ankle.
Yeah, and after he did that, he was just doing like hand drills kind of thing, a little bit of lateral movement. And the thing about high ankle sprains is lateral movement side of things. It just hurts. It just hurts up and down the ankle and everything too. And I mean, he's got a giant ankle brace on there too. Like he's been at house arrest or something.
Yeah. He's got to check in with his probie, dude.
Yeah, check with my PO, dude.
Yeah.
But anyways, we'll see where it ends up leading with him. There was also a video of him doing kind of just like the standard warm-ups before practice and everything too. And you can kind of tell like he's like shaking his leg just to kind of see how it feels and stuff. So, I mean, Joe Alt coming back would be massive. It's not going to happen this game. He's doubtful. I highly doubt it's going to happen. Hence it says doubtful.
Yeah.
But it would be a great sight to see him back finally for this team. So
it would be amazing if we could get him back. That's for sure.
Definitely stabilize the dang line.
Yeah. Yeah, for sure. I guess we need a yellow hat.
Yeah.
Oh, that's
we've talked about it. I mean, and so I know if you guys did not see, I don't know if Kyle officially released it on the website, but we have this jacket of a Bolt Bros jacket. Awesome design by Kyle and everything too. That is something that we might be adjusting the colorways on that too to make it more versatile for whatever type of color you want. But yes, yellow hat wise, I'll take a look at that, my guys.
By the way, this is pretty bad. But just so you guys know, our pressure rate on our offensive line is like 50%.
Yeah, it's pretty bad.
It's horrible. So every I mean, how did this guy's a free runner. Like how did that even happen?
Yeah.
And dude, you got 3 offensive linemen just standing there. He gets burned by one guy and nobody helps him. Like it's just weird.
So this play, and I went back to kind of figure out exactly where this happened. And this is the play when Justin Herbert rolled out of the pocket, threw it just kind of like erratically to the end zone. And that's where Keenan Allen ended up being the defensive back that he is. He had a strap and he knocked the ball down. So it was kind of like a longer kind of play to get to this point. But at the same side, you can't have an O-line that's basically one free rusher. There's only 2 rushers that you could see in there, actually maybe 3. And you can't allow that to happen when you got 3 offensive linemen there just essentially standing there doing nothing.
Yeah.
Kind of thing.
Yeah.
I mean,
It's like,
Will
what's going
Dissly
on?
has the other guy covered at that point. Like, what is happening here?
Yeah, and it's strange. Like, I don't understand why it's that bad.
Yeah.
I know we've had people in and out, but it's bad. I mean, Justin Herbert's got to just run for his life.
Yep.
He's already had what was the statistic on that one? 101 pressures this year.
Yeah, I got that on this slide.
Oh, you do? Okay, we're going to talk about it. So yeah, I mean, it's bad. Oh, here we go.
There we go. Segue.
Hey, you know what, guys? I'm just really intelligent. I mean, I just have to say that. You know what I mean?
This guy.
I'm also humble. Blitzed 60 or 71 times, pressured 100 times. So they're getting pressure on him without even blitzing. Guys, that's pretty bad. So, I mean, it's just not good. Aether, what's up, buddy? How we doing?
Let's go.
Yeah, but and thank you guys for spending some time with us today. Obviously, we really appreciate it, of course. It always means a lot to us when you hop on and say hello. But blitzed 100 times 71 times, pressured 100 times. It's crazy. By the way, just to put that in perspective, Josh Allen all last season was only pressured 81 times.
Yep.
81 times, guys.
Yeah.
Guys, it's horrible.
Yeah.
And so it's like that has got to be fixed, because if you give Justin Herbert time, he's going to crush it, and this line should have been fixed. And it's unfortunate that it hasn't been.
Yeah, dude. Aether, 99 cents, man. Appreciate it, my guy. Thank you for the super chat. Bloop, 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 bloop.
Yeah. Yeah.
But I will say, and I've said this multiple times, and I'm hearing other people that are even talking about the Chargers too. It's not a Justin Herbert issue. It's an O-line issue at this point.
Mm-hmm.
The O-line is the one that's making it harder on Justin Herbert, but Justin Herbert, even with that crappy line, is still making plays, still being effective as a passer. I mean, go back to the point of the play of the game against the Dolphins last week.
Yep.
Where, I mean, you got a guy draped on him, finds a way to get out of there, throws the ball 42 yards basically, or 41 yards or whatever it was, to Lad McConkey. I mean, what a freaking play. And everybody starts saying, hey, he compares him to the whole Ben Roethlisberger, big body kind of guy that can basically shake a player off of him and still make throws.
Yep.
Love it.
It's unbelievable, man. But what a amazing player Justin Herbert is. I mean, to be able to do that, it's just, it's anyways, he's just fantastic. I mean, obviously he does things that nobody else can do.
It's incredible. It's incredible. So this was a play. Actually, it was from AQ Shipley on the Pat McAfee show. And he actually gave the Chargers, of his top 5 offensive lines of the week, he gave the Chargers actually, I think, number 3 or 4 of the week. And why I put this photo in here is because we need more of this.
Yeah.
And this just stack the line as much as you can. Bodies on bodies on bodies. Look at how perfect this is. This is actually a Kamani Vidal toss play to the left. Ended up going for like 23, 24 yards or whatever it is. Once again, toss plays work very well with Kamani Vidal because I think he has a very good outside speed. He's not an inside the line type rusher. He's an outside the line type guy.
I agree.
You do this. Look at this. You have Fisk, Trey Harris, Will Dissly, and that's Deckless, I believe, on the left.
Austin Deckless, yep.
You got 3 guys to 1 in that picture at this point.
Yeah.
Like, that is huge. And you have more people there that could actually block the player right now to allow him to do what he needs to do and allow Kamani Vidal to have a great game.
Yeah, remember, it's also, too, the matchup they like, right? Okay, so they went jumbo. They might be really light at that point.
Yep.
And they're like, okay, let's just overpower them.
Yep.
And that's it. And that's smart because it makes it an easy way to just smash that side. By the way, number 9, Trey Harris, has become a very good blocker. Greg Roman talked quite a bit about that and how he's done a really good job of doing that as well. By the way, Aronde Gatson has actually gotten pretty good at blocking also. So it's, been pretty great. Aether, little super chat here.
Let's go. You out of your mind.
That's right. You want to read that?
I have a message for those fans. Do not believe in my coach.
Oh, I didn't say couch for a second.
I thought it was going to say couch there for a second too.
I was like, couch? I was like, oh,
couch.
Wow.
I was like, man, what's up with the couch, dude?
What's up with the okay.
Can win tomorrow and be Super Bowl contender. Do you want Staley back or McCoy? Oh, boy. Speaking of McCoy, now he is the interim head coach for the Titans, by the way. So welcome back to head coaching ability here for you, Mike McCoy. Staley, man, things aren't going well for him at the Saints, obviously, too. But Yeah, man. I mean, we believe in Jim Harbaugh. We believe in Justin Herbert. We believe in what this team can do.
Yeah.
This would be one of those statement games.
Yes.
Again, like, and last week was, everybody kept saying that's like a must-win game to get off that 2-game losing streak.
Yep.
Must win, must win, must win. Now you basically kind of go into a game where you are going against the top AFC team now in the league right now at this point. Now we know, and we talked about it earlier, Colts haven't really beat the best of teams.
No.
Too. Like, if you look at a lot of the teams that they've beat against or won against, and I'm still suspect about the Broncos because they struggled pretty hard against a bad team against the Jets in London.
Yeah.
The thing is, though, can the Chargers compete against the Colts that has a super high-powered offense?
Yep.
And they got a pretty good defense. Where can you exploit this team? And so Jim Harbaugh, I think, does a pretty good job of getting players ready and up and ready to go. I think the Chargers have the ability. We just have to exploit their weaknesses, which is their defensive backfield.
Yeah, and I think they're going to just go jumbo again. That's what they're
Agreed.
going to have to do, and just go big and just try and push people up and down the field. And I'm okay with that, right? I think an ugly game works out well because the Chargers defense is not too bad, right?
No.
But if you can keep Danny Dimes off the field, it could be really good for us, right? So that's my take, at least. I think you're just going to smash the ball just like that play right there. Again, let's just go back and, show you this play again, guys. Like, this is old school damn football, guys. Like, this is like, no, we're going to slam the ball down your throat. Everyone slides left, and Kamani has an opportunity to stretch the field, and they just overpower that side and run a gap. By the way, the Steelers run this play a lot.
Yeah.
I saw the Steelers run this play a ton on Thursday night. When I watched the game, I was like, man, that's a pretty common, run play that the Steelers run. So, and to me, that's what they kind of want to be. The difference is Justin Herbert's a more accurate quarterback, but what this does is it gives, a numbers advantage immediately. He can fight through the double team, and he just has to run behind the blockers, and he'll at least get 4 or 5 yards. So on short yardage plays, I think this makes a lot of sense too, in my opinion.
Yeah. I mean, we've talked about a long time, why are we not ever running on the outside? And Kamani Vidal does a great job running on the outside. I don't know if it's just a Greg Roman thing that he loves to just run inside, and he likes to have those power backs too, but they did a great job of sealing the edge for Kamani on this one. It was 20 plus yards on this run, which was phenomenal. So,
well, man, my other thought on this too, let's say it's a short yardage play. You run up the exact same way.
Yep.
He acts like he tosses it, and then Justin Herbert just runs around the edge.
Yeah. Totally.
And I just think that's, not a bad situation. By the way, we can't talk. I know there's been some discussions. A few people asked about some. I don't know if you have any slides in here about potential trade people that we're looking at.
No.
Breece Hall, apparently, we're looking at him. That's the rumor. I know some offensive linemen. People keep saying Achane, but I'm like, they're not going to give up Achane, dude. There's no way.
Yeah, there was the offensive lineman from the Bears, I believe, which was the tackle that ended up getting. Oh gosh, I can't remember his name, but anyways, Jermaine Ellimore, I think from the Giants, is another guy.
Oh, Illuminor?
Yeah, Illuminor, I think his name.
Illuminor, he was on the Raiders at one point.
So they've been talking about that. So trade deadline is the 4th of November too, guys. So it is coming up. It is coming around. So we'll see what happens there and see what Joe Ortiz. And if we see Joe Ortiz at Thunder Alley, I'd say, hey, buddy, we talked with you a couple weeks ago.
It was funny, man. It was funny. Like when I made a comment about him being a better GM than Tom Telesco, he seemed to be not happy that I said that. I was like, bro, I'm giving you a compliment. I was kind of surprised, people keep talking about Kamara. Now, Kamara would make sense to some degree because they're pretty cash strapped over there, and they need to start dumping dollars pretty quick. So, well, we'll see.
We'll see what happens, man. We'll see what happens. But
I guarantee he's calling people now.
100%.
What are they asking for? That's another question, right? Because I think they might just be asking too much.
Go back to the whole Breece Hall conversation too. After the game, Breece Hall even did put on his Instagram, free 20.
Yeah.
I mean, they're 0-6 at this point. There's nothing they could play for this season.
Yeah.
Like this season is a complete lost season. No player wants to I think he's in his 4th year of his rookie contract, wants to be on a bad team. They want to find way that they could succeed or team that they can succeed on. And obviously the Jets are not going anywhere.
Well, the other thing too is like Adolfo is a great example.
Mhm.
We have $111 million next year.
Yeah, more than enough.
So we could pay Brees Hall, we could pay Adolfo, and we could go get a couple more really good, free agents also, and be in fine shape. So I think there's a lot to be said about that.
Yeah, and I know there's another one too. Jerome Ford has been linked
Jerome Ford
to
that's
the
the other guy.
Chargers too.
I could remember his name. I was like, who was it? Jerome Ford, because their season's pretty much over.
I mean, I wouldn't say it's over, but at the same time, they got too many running backs. And so it's kind of just trying to find that stacked team that has some ability to get out there. But yeah, I mean, I guess they did trade off Joe Flacco. And so who the heck is the quarterback over there now? I don't know.
Pretty much.
I mean, they have like 7 quarterbacks over there anyways.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. So anyways, plenty to talk about on that. I mean, I do think, look, I know they're making calls, so we'll see what happens. So
I always feel like every time we do these shows, I just throw in slides of just how much of a stud Justin Herbert is.
Yeah.
Like going back to the whole conversation, it's not a Justin Herbert issue. It is an offensive line issue. Justin Herbert's doing what he needs to do. I mean, I know this one around here for quite some time. Obviously, the whole 40-yard plus play. I mean, guy draped on him, find a way to throw the ball to Ladd McConkey. Phenomenal play. Amazing to see that happen. And then also 18-game winning drive since entering the league in 2020, basically second to Mahomes at 19. Honestly, I think that number is much higher of game leading, or at least taking the lead late into the fourth quarter.
Yeah.
It's just our defense has basically given up on him to not stop the other team. And a lot of it had to end up doing against the Chiefs as an example. So that number could be very much higher, but at the same side, Justin Herbert knows how to close out games and knows how to come from behind, and it's phenomenal to watch.
Yeah, I mean, it's not a Herbert problem, folks. It's and again, it's unfortunate that Rashawn Slater going down was huge.
Yeah.
That was not good. Yeah. And then because most teams don't have 2 amazing tackles, right? Nope. And it sucks that Joe Alta's been out also.
Yep.
Now again, I have a conspiracy theory. I do think I think Alt might play, right? He's listed as doubtful, but he wants to look. We all know Jim Harbaugh is not going to tell everyone, "Oh yeah, here's all the cards." You know, he's not. Yeah. If you listen to any of his press conferences, he's always going to be like, "Well, you know, I don't know. I'm not a doctor," and he's never going to tell you any of this stuff. No. So my point is, I do think that I don't know. I'm hopeful that he plays, because if he does, that would be pretty incredible. Yeah. So we'll see. We'll see what happens.
We'll see what happens here. I thought this was an interesting thing here. Now, going back to how this Colts game is, kind of what we got to deal with here. Jonathan Taylor has forced the league high 41 missed tackles this season, recording 239 yards after broken tackles, second most in the NFL at this point. I mean, Jonathan Taylor's playing at an MVP level at this point. And the Chargers recorded the second highest missed tackle rate at 60.6, the second most yards after missed tackles, 407. Now, I will say, go back to last year in our running defense too. There was this point in this lull of the season where we were just really bad. And it kind of started around in the middle of the season. And it kind of seems like it's starting a little bit earlier in the season. Now, it's bad to go up against a guy like Jonathan Taylor, who is absolutely murdering teams right now. Last 2 weeks, we've gotten torched by Ja'Cory Krosky-Merritt on the edge 2 times.
7th round pick.
Yep. And he's a guy that I absolutely loved in the draft. And then last week against A-Chain, too. They had 2 touchdowns, just walked it on in, too. So our edge situation is really bad. Now, where I'm going to say the best way to attack Jonathan Taylor, my opinion, stack the box. Make it harder on him. Just basically play a very close package type situation where you allow him to not do anything. Just make it hard on him.
Yeah.
Force Daniel Jones to throw the ball. And I think our defensive backfield's good enough to where they could make plays and make things happen. And they're losing. They don't have a couple wide receivers out there too. Obviously, lock down Tyler Warren too. And I think Derwin James will basically be on him, or even maybe Dayon Henley. But bottom line, take out one part of their game, and that is Jonathan Taylor.
Yeah. I think bottom line, it will be interesting to see how it plays out, because, Jesse Minter's defense, he usually only puts 4 men on the line. I know Matt Money Smith, he's like, no, I really like it when there's a 5-man front. You got 3 defensive linemen and 2 edge rushers.
Yep.
Now, you could technically put in, Khalil Mack and, obviously maybe do like a Ferrari package where you have all your speed rushers for 3rd and longs or whatever. But I'm just saying, like, it will be, again, it's tough. This team is going to be hard for us to stop one way or the other, because they both are very good, right? I mean, Danny Dimes has looked great. I mean, how stupid do the Giants look at this point?
Yeah,
Letting
yeah.
Danny Dimes walk, but
Well, 2 years in a row, they've let him Saquon and now Danny Dimes, and they're
So
both playing
stupid.
high levels.
I like how that dude still
Yeah.
has a head coaching job. I have no
It's
idea.
beyond me.
Yeah. And like, yeah, it's gonna, man. Anyways, don't get me started on that one. But my point is, clearly it's going to be interesting to see how it goes. And again, don't let him run outside.
Agreed, man. And that last 2 weeks, we just have not protected the edge very well, and it's been really frustrating to watch. I will note one thing here too: second highest missed tackle rate for the Chargers, but I will say the Colts actually have more missed tackles as a team, which is 42, and compared to the Chargers at 35. So there is this side to where you think about the whole defensive backfield side of things too, that they have a lot of injuries going on back there for the Colts. Where my head's at as an offense, play that whole jumbo set, play basically screens, play quick passes to try to force people to miss tackles.
Yeah.
If you have a lot of guys that are third, fourth string type guys, just basically make them try to make plays on your better players.
Mm-hmm.
And Keenan Allen and Ladd McConkey, they could get open any dang time.
Yeah.
Rondé Gadsden's a guy that has pretty much taken the starting job for the tight end at this point. I watched highlights of him. He looked great. I mean, he's looking good as a blocker. He's great as a pass catcher. So what I'm saying is that we just basically need to go out there and just try to force them to go against our best players. Keenan Allen, Ladd McConkey, Quentin Johnson's in this game too.
Yep.
Rondé Gadsden. That's 4 very difficult players to block.
Yeah, and also Perriman will be back too, which will help him. He's good. I promise you, they're going to say, Perriman, you go after Taylor. He is your guy.
Yeah.
Period. And I like that idea because, in my opinion, you kind of want Dayon to do that, but I think that's a good question. Would you want Dayon or would you want Perriman? I would almost say Perriman just because he's a veteran.
Yeah. The speed element I like out of Dayon, but I know he does have like a groin injury too. Though.
Exactly.
So,
that's kind of the thing I'm worried about with him as well too. By the way, groin injuries suck. They last
worst.
forever. They do not get better anytime soon.
I know. I tore one of my hip flexors years ago, and it's still right side, dude. Still as stiff as can be, and just does not work anymore.
Yeah, it's so frustrating.
The worst.
Yeah, he walks like a V8 commercial.
all crooked. You need a V8.
You need a V8,
dude. Why we've been referencing a lot of like old
it's weird
commercials and stuff.
Why are we doing that? Why are we doing that?
It is. So this is the Colts offense versus the Chargers defense. Colts offense, obviously 32.3 points per game.
Crazy. They're like number one on everything.
Now, go back to what we talked about previously, right? We talked about who have the Colts beat and who have they beat down, essentially. Who is your daddy and what does he do? That's why, for some reason, that's what it sounded like to me. So last week, they beat the Cardinals, excuse me. I was going to say Commanders for some weird reason.
Yeah.
And they almost lost to the Cardinals, by the way, too.
Yep.
They scored 31 on them. Colts basically put a 40 burger on the Raiders.
And the Raiders suck.
And they're terrible. Yeah. And so then they put a 41 burger on the Titans. 29 on the Broncos versus 28. 33 points on the Dolphins. So look at, say, 3 of those wins. Dolphins, 33 points. Titans, 41. And 40 on the Raiders.
Yeah. Some of the worst teams in the NFL.
I'm going to say I think those numbers are a little skewed.
Yeah.
And so if you go to a team that actually has got a defense, the Rams, they only scored basically 20 on the Rams. Now, albeit they did do the whole fumble thing before the end zone, but hey, that's how the cookie crumbles, right? Rams only allowed 20 on them. So I'm just saying, when you basically go out there and you go up against a good defense, I think that's going to change the way they're not going to be able to score a 32 type situation. Now, in my mind, I keep thinking about some of those games. I think a couple of years ago, it was a game against the Browns where it was like 41-43 or something like that. Or so it was a crazy game where it just became a high scoring affair. It's a possibility that could happen in this game too, where it could just be a high scoring affair. But bottom line, I think the Chargers have a better defense. This is a better defense they're going against. I don't think realistically they're going to get to 32 points.
No, for sure. So we'll see how it plays out. Again, yards per game. I mean, look, Indiana is number 1, number 4, number 1, number 2.
Shane Steichen's great. Like, he's a very good offensive
keeps things
coordinator.
really simple. And again, touchdowns per game 2.
Well, you just changed it to the other slide. Now it's to the LA Chargers. Oh, that was weird. Go back.
Oh, there we go. Oh, that was strange. How'd that happen? Oh, that was awesome.
That was weird.
Yeah, and then but again, our opponents. Oh, geez, did that again. There we go. Geez.
Jeez Louise.
Sorry.
Let me control the slides for once. I'm the slide master.
Yeah.
Big thing that I'm going to say here is their red zone scoring percentage is at 65.52%, number 10 in the league.
Yeah.
We're number 2 of not allowing
Yep.
scores in red zone. That's where this game is going to be won and lost. Is
Yep.
if we could just basically keep them at a lower percentage of their red zone scoring, we have a great chance. I've always said, I know last week we scored 5 field goals and we found a way to win it, but I don't believe in field goals winning games.
Yep.
And so if you could hold an offense like this to field goals, you will have a great chance to win.
Yep. Yeah, and unfortunately, we're not scoring a whole lot on field goals as well. So that's kind of the part that gets kind of nerve
red zone rise.
Yeah, red zone. Yeah. Yeah. So LA. Yeah, look at this. Oof.
35%. So in contrast,
yeah, we're the worst.
So the worst in the league. In contrast, the higher scoring offenses, I think it was like Eagles or something like that. They're like 80 something percent.
It's crazy.
It's crazy. So we're really off. And actually, I think we're off by about 10% or 15% from last year to this year. Weird to think when you got all these weapons out there and we can't score in the red zone.
I think it's the offensive line. That's kind of my take on
it. Agreed.
Yeah.
But I think it could be play calling too.
Yeah.
Like that's the other side. Like there's some things where we've just tried to say, hey, we're just going to keep running up the gut. And, let's just see if we can just pound the rock through with a bad O-line, and it's just not working at all. So,
yeah.
But going back to the slide too, 21.2 points is what we're scoring on offense. And how much are we giving up on defense? 20 point something. So it's like this minuscule amount too here. Indy's got a good defense, 19.3 points they're only allowing per game. I mean, this is a very, very big matchup, but I still think it's all based upon red zone scoring at this point. That's all where it's at.
It really is. It's going to be interesting. I think bottom line, it's going to be one of those games where it's going to come down to a few plays. It's just going to come down to a few plays. I don't know. I don't think there's much more we can say about it, at this point, but
yeah, Rudy, I totally know what you're saying, but I mean, if we did 7 field goals, we wouldn't have won that game.
Yeah.
You cannot have a high amount of 5 field goals and feel confident about finding a way to win the game. Let's go and just say like the Jets Broncos game last week, couple of different field goals. You need to score touchdowns to win.
Yep.
Bottom line is what I'm saying.
Yeah. Yeah. And again, clearly you just can't keep doing that. And again, it's also shows you the offense is not clicking properly, right? Because I partially think it's the offensive line problem. I think there's issues with some of the play calling, in my opinion. Definitely the execution's poor. So a lot to be said about all that. Now it'll be an interesting game. And I guess at this point we can leave our kind of final thoughts. I'll just say this. This game is going to be close. I really think it's going to come down to a field goal. I don't know. I don't want to do it, any type of predictions and scores or anything like that, but it's going to be an interesting, close game, really. And, I think the Chargers pull this one out. I said on AFC West podcast, I think we're going to bring it out, but it's going to be close, man. It's going to be a close game. So I'm excited to see what happens. I'm excited to see what the Chargers bring and see how it goes.
Yeah, my final thoughts, man. I mean, this is just one of those games I'm unsure about, but this is one of those games that could be a huge statement game for both teams.
Yeah.
And both teams are going to bring the heat all around in this one too. And to me, get the ball out of Herbert's hands, play a lot more jumbo sets, just put more men on the line for the offense, make it a matchup situation where we just out physical the other team, size on size, essentially at this point.
Yep.
Play quick passes, Keenan Allen, Ladd McConkey, Quentin Johnson be your long ball kind of guy. They have a very bad defensive backfield right now. A lot of guys is missing there too. Exploit that. Make them miss tackles too through those short passes. Going back to it again, Keenan Allen, Ladd McConkey are great route runners and they make people miss. And I think if we could just make them make mistakes, that's great. Also, we need another clean game from penalties too. Because gosh, those last couple games over those losses were just absolutely
horrible penalties. Yeah.
Terrible to watch, but we were much better against the Dolphins. I hope that we see that same thing this upcoming game versus the Colts. We cannot have this crazy 10+ type penalty type game. Play a clean game, make them make mistakes, exploit those mistakes, score touchdowns.
Yeah, I agree. A lot to be said about that, man. I think it's a lot of fun. But either way, it's going to be a good game. And again, we are going to be there as well, too. So don't know about Kyle yet. We'll probably know here later on today. So we'll let you know if Kyle is coming. But going to be a fun one, man. It's going to be fun.
No doubt. Can't wait, guys. It's going to be a good time, man.
Yep.
Let's get it.
All right. Bolt Bros.
Let's go.
Hey, what's up? Cameron Dick here watching Bolt Bros podcast. Let's go.
Charged up, both bros on the night.